Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He's going to pass. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage, predictable situations.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. This quarterback part of their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh, shit.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes. It can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Slater. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's going to pass on second down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball, when to throw that.
That guy's never going to make a fucking pass.
And right there, I don't think he needed to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop.
He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Thanks.
And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off. But he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rutgers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Rutgers 21, Wisconsin 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The run to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Got it in the middle. It's Slater.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Slips away. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's tough, man. On 3rd down, you're trying to throw against a nickel defense who've got extra DBs on the field, and it's just a lot faster. The window's closed so much quicker. So good job not seeing it open. Just take off and get what you can get now, setting up a 4th and very manageable situation.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Motion from the offense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking left. And he intercepts it. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback? When I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the big fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Number 15 with the grab and the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get by.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game back.
He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, they're not get free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Wide out in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. To the air. It's Hatchett. He finds his man. At the 20, he's got space. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. He wants to take the top off. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bulldozes him. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Hatchett. The freshman just a little too much on that.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers. And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Scrambling away. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lining up to add another.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Hatchett. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
On the ground with the counter. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Still looking. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Grabs it in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third.
Just steamrolling the defense. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field. You get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Badger. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on every... Country, sounds like they had a good one there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Hatchett. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Greg.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50 run at you, trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! And the comeback is on. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That keeps the score. Rutgers, 35.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They want that clock to run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. For this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He wants to throw it again. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, going up top. Finds his tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the offense. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Buys a little extra time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The hand to the running back. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the